Okay, now the secret of grilling. Here with Chef Lee, the chef of cuisine at the chef's house. And one of the simple things of grilling is keeping it simple. Sometimes we get so complicated. So in here we've got the beautiful entrecote steaks, sirloin steaks, and the steaks have got nice marbling. And what we're going to do is we're going to season them nicely. A little bit of oil in the steak here just to ensure that the seasoning sticks. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And when I'm keeping these at home, I'm going to make sure that if I'm going to be using salt and pepper, I'm going to use these all the time for grilling, so I don't have any cross contamination. I'm going to take the steaks, I'm going to turn them over, making sure I get an even seasoning. And I want to use the hand that's always dry. I don't want to get them wet, because if not, the salt starts to stick. I'm going to be gentle with my my mild and salt here, a little bit of pepper. And you could be using a pepper mill as well. Steaks in the pan, you want to make sure your steak's in the pan, or the steak, and all of Chef Lee will do one and I will do one. Yeah. Some of the things you want to do is make sure that grill is nice and warm. If the grill is not warm, the steak is going to stick to the grill like wet bread. So you want to make sure it's nice and warm. The other thing when you're grilling is to make sure your tongs are long enough, because sometimes when you get too close to the grill, it gets very, very warm, Chef.
You can burn yourself, nothing left.
And prevention is a big thing. And again, we're just going to take the steak off. I'm going to make sure, I want to make nice marks. I'm going to put a crisscross 9 degrees. As you can see, this was on the barbecue, it'll be smoking up, and don't worry about smoking. You can always put the lid down. And the secret as well, people say, how long does it take to cook a steak? Simple thing is very much 1 inch takes about 10 minutes, so 5 inches, 5 ounces each side. And this here is maybe half an inch, so it's going to take 2.5 minutes each side.
To present nicely, always have a nice crisscross. So it means like the Chef Higgins did, like I did as well. You put a 45 degrees angle, make sure it's a nice grill, and then you turn 90 degrees, and then when you flip, you have a nice crisscross grill mark.
The secret again is when you're on the grill, is not to keep on touching all the time. This isn't something you have to touch every 5 seconds. The steak is dead. It doesn't have to move anymore. It just relaxes in the grill to you enjoy it. So what you want to do is take the steak, and I'm going to move it once again. I'm going to ensure nice and warm, nice and smoking.
I don't know for what reason Chef Higgins' stove is much hotter than mine.
But this is all about learning, because the challenge being, as you'll see with Chef Lee's stove, isn't as warm as mine. And Chef, what's the problems when you have with a steak?
Well, if it's not warm, chances are you will have the chance to stick the steak with mine, stick the pan, and also will take a little bit longer. But the most important thing, if it's not as hot as this one, normally you can see a little bit on the side. Then don't try to push yourself to flip it. If it takes a little bit longer, have another beer, and just leave a little bit longer.
2 beers. And a glass of wine. So again, that's the secret. We always learn. As we say at the Chef's House, the George Van Chef Show, learning is the main ingredient. And the thing is, when something goes wrong, how do you fix it? So for instance, my steak is beautiful. It's going to be a nice crisscross. We can play chess or draft in it. Look at that. Isn't that picture perfect? That's Food Network. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful. It looks tasty, it looks luscious. I just want to dig in already. So I'm going to cook this maybe 2.5 minutes per side, and then I'm going to take it off and let it rest. As you can see, Chef Lee, maybe we'll turn the steak over, Chef.
Okay,
we'll see the challenges. But you can see the difference. And that's what it's all about. It's all about learning. So you can see a steak, the grill is nice and warm, you get beautiful grill marks, you get nice caramelization, and it absolutely smells wonderful. Chef Lee, needless to say, the grill wasn't as warm. This is what's going to happen. And he was very fortunate with this one piece of meat. He was able to turn it over. But trust me, Chef, if this wasn't a piece of beef like this, it's going to stick like.
I will stick.
Then it's going to stick. So this again, you just turn it around. You look at that beautiful colorization. I'm going to make another cross. I've only touched this steak 4 times. And the 5th time, I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut it and I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm going to sort of say, this is the best steak I've had in a long time. I'm going to take the steak, I'm going to put the grill cover down, and I'm going to let this cook for another 2 minutes.